Do you know there are places where no planes, helicopters, or drones to be flown? Let's explore the no-fly zones in our world. No-fly zones are areas of the world in which aeroplanes are not allowed to pass over. They are established for few reasons. One of the reasons for no-fly zones are for the national security to safeguard important areas in our country. No-fly zones may also be instituted in some places for specified periods to protect events going on in those areas. Several regions are also no-fly zones because of the natural topography of the land that is prohibitive to flying. Let's explore what are the no-fly zones in the world. Washington, D.C. The airspace above the District of Columbia is one of the most restricted places in the world. After 9/11 attacks, the FBI and Homeland Security made it as no-fly zone. Given the sheer amount of federal agency headquarters, political figures, and historical significance in the area, it's no wonder these precautions are continued to be taken seriously. How seriously, you might ask? And do you know, in 2005, a Cessna with 150 passengers flew just 5 miles from the White House and was met with an F-16, dropping flares to signal the infraction. Therefore, Washington, D.C. is strictly a no-fly zone. Tibet. Tibet is a region in Asia that is considered one of the most elevated areas in the world, as the average elevation in the region is approximately 16,000 feet. Tibet is one of the regions of the world with a natural no-fly zone due to factors such as high mountains situated within its borders. Despite most commercial planes being able to fly at a height above the mountains to ensure the safety of the passengers, flight paths generally avoid the high mountains in the area. The height of the mountains makes most emergency aircraft procedures untenable, which contributes to planes not flying in the area. The high mountains also make it incredibly hard for pilots to deal with the turbulence. Therefore, Tibet is strictly a no-fly zone. Disney theme park. No-fly zones exist in 2 Disney theme parks, Walt Disney World in Florida and Disneyland in California. The no-fly zones in these areas extend to a height of approximately 3,000 feet, with planes being allowed to fly at higher altitudes. The no-fly zone extends for an area of about 3 miles around the theme parks. The parks got the status after the terrorist attacks that affected the US on September 11, 2001. This park draws a large number of visitors every year. Therefore, Disney is strictly a no-fly zone. Taj Mahal. One of the most iconic pieces of Indian architecture is the Taj Mahal, which was constructed from 1632 to 1653. UNESCO recognized the importance of the building in 1983 as the organization designated it as a World Heritage Site. The Indian government instituted a no-fly zone in this region in 2006, primarily to safeguard the building and a large number of tourists who visit the area. Mecca, an incredibly significant historical and religious site where no passenger aircraft is allowed to fly over Mecca, especially the Holy Kaaba. The site is a destination of the Hajj pilgrims and a center of Islamic faith. This is a rule and tradition of keeping Mecca a Muslim population, and non-Muslims can face a fine and deportation from the city. If passengers or pilots fly over the city, they could face the fines and repercussions as well. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is one of the most important areas in the UK as it is the residence for the monarch when they are in London. Apart from being their residence, it also serves as their administrative headquarters. Due to the importance of the palace, a no-fly zone was instituted in the region to ensure the security of the monarch. Another region in which planes are not allowed to fly over is Windsor Castle to safeguard the reigning monarch and the royal family. Some places which are important to the British government have also no-fly zones. Machu Picchu. The cultural and historical significance of Peru can't be overstated much, as the pure amount of unique wildlife and plant life that grow there can only be found there. An airport is currently still under construction called the Chinchero Airport, but is highly opposed by historians and activists alike because of the fragile ecology and Inca ruins. Currently, aircraft is banned from flying over this region. This is to keep the area clean of as much pollution as possible. But also, should a plane crash or require an emergency landing, it would cause irreparable and lasting damage to the ecosystem. Thank you all for watching this video. Please do share this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.